Today we're going to explore two popular hearing aid styles, RIC, which stands for Receiver-in-Canal, and CIC, or Completely-in-Canal. RIC hearing aids are very powerful devices, with their casing behind the ear allowing room for a lot of technology, but they aren't always the most discreet. CIC hearing aids, on the other hand, are so discreet that they are often referred to as invisible, but this small case often means less power. So, which type is the best for you? And how do the two differ from each other? Let's start with breaking down the RIC. These hearing aids consist of a small case worn behind the ear, like in this full neck audio paradise. Unlike traditional behind-the-ear styles, RIC aids have a separate component, a thin tube with a receiver at the end, that sits comfortably inside your ear canal. The receiver can either be instant fit or molded to your ear or extra comfort. And what are some of the advantages of RIC hearing aids? Firstly, the separation of the speaker from the main case can lead to clearer sound quality. This is because it reduces the chance of a common issue called feedback, that whistling noise you sometimes hear with hearing aids. Secondly, some people find the slim receiver tube to be more comfortable than a traditional ear mold. They also find that the smaller body can be more subtle than bulkier BDE devices. RIC aids also offer space for various features and functionalities, similar to traditional BDE aids, like more powerful sound processing and even fitness tracking capabilities. The separate receiver makes them easier to handle, especially for people with some dexterity issues. Of course, no hearing aid is perfect. RIC aids are still visible behind the ear, though some people find them less noticeable than traditional BDE styles due to the slim tube. More parts also means more maintenance. The receiver in the ear can get clogged with wax and will need to be cleaned, as well as the tube and outer shell, which can get dirty from sweat and other debris. They might also feel a bit bulkier behind the ear compared to completely invisible options. Now, let's take a look at the CIC hearing aids. These tiny marvels of technology are made fit deep inside your ear canal. They are practically invisible, the only thing visible being the small pull cord, which you use to insert them in your ear and remove them. They are often made with custom molds so that they can sit perfectly in your ear. But there are also instant fit options, like this Signia Silk, where you get multiple soft sleeves, of which you can choose the one that fits you best. So what are some of the upsides of these hearing aids? The obvious one is, of course, their looks, or their lack thereof. Being almost completely invisible, it allows for a really discreet look, so that you can improve your hearing without anyone else knowing. They can also be very comfortable, sitting in your ear so that you barely notice them yourself. Being completely in your ear, you are also less likely to pull them out accidentally while adjusting, for example, your hair. But they do come with some downsides as well. The biggest thing is actually their small size. It means that they are typically less powerful than RIC hearing aids. They therefore are not always suitable for people with a more severe hearing loss. They also are often not Bluetooth compatible, so they will have less connection options than the larger device styles. Their small size can also make them rather hard to handle for people with limited dexterity. What about the pricing of these devices? In general, invisible hearing aids are a bit more affordable than the RIC hearing aids, as the CIC hearing aids have less features and therefore less technology. For example, this Signia Silk hearing aid ranges from $900 for the lower technology levels, going up to around $2,100 for the higher levels, which is quite a typical price range for CIC hearing aids. This full neck audio paradise, on the other hand, starts from around $2,000 for the lowest technology levels, going up to $5,000 for the higher levels. Keep in mind, though, that the prices can vary greatly based on the brand and technology level of the hearing aid, and you can find quite affordable RIC hearing aids and, on the other hand, more pricey CIC hearing aids. So, which type would be most suitable for you? The most suitable hearing aid for you will in the end depend on your individual needs and preferences. If you have severe or profound hearing loss, then you may need a RIC hearing aid, as it can provide the power needed for more severe hearing gain. They also often have great features for people with active lifestyles, like fitness tracking, and some are even waterproof. So if you enjoy exercise, then RIC hearing aids might be just right for you. If you, on the other hand, have mild to moderate hearing loss, then the CIC would be able to suffice for you. If you also prefer a more discreet hearing aid, then the CIC would be the right choice. Their small size and rechargeable format makes them also easy to take with you on the go. It is important to note that there is no one-size-fits-all answer to this question. The best way to find the most suitable hearing aid for you is to talk to your hearing healthcare professional, and we can help you with that by filling in our form. We will connect you with a local audiologist for the best possible price. Just click the link in the description to get started. It is free and completely non-binding. Thank you, and see you in the next video.